if you can bless people, environment, by just being around them on your own, because your presence is enough to bless your whole community, no matter how big it is. God will place you there. Just you. You are that powerful. Not many of you are here on this planet. God will bring you here because your presence activates people. Your presence makes people address why they are triggered by you, you know. So when God sends you somebody who's like you, it's gonna be hectic. God tells me, you guys, or Spirit tells me, you guys must go and watch Hancock, the movie with Charlize Theron, one of South Africa's own. Thank you, Spirit. And also watch Will Smith in it too. Watch their relationship. Two godly beings pretending to not love each other, because bad things always happen when they love each other. They get weak. That's literally also what happens. Normally, for you guys that have seen this movie, you're probably in a relationship with somebody, and that was Spirit's way of saying, hey, this person you're watching this movie of Hancock with is actually divine. That's why I'm showing you this movie when they are there with you, to let the both of you know that you guys, capella, be careful. Be careful. Those ideas you're sharing and laughing together, flirting and stuff, that connection means something to the universe. But because both of you are not awoke yet to it, Spirit will check the both of you. Are they both ready to learn, to adapt, to evolve? And then can we separate them, train them individually, and then bring them back together? Because whatever we teach them, we want it to also remain with the offspring they will have, so that that offspring can introduce spirituality in the next generation. Because this world they are born in thwarts spirituality, hates spirituality, hides, masks spirituality. So God will do those things to you guys. He will let the guys that are with you in spirit orchestrate the physical matters for you guys. You'll be the one hitting them up. Hey, can we go and highlight or watch a movie? Or hi, I don't know why I like you, but 1, 2, 3. It's called, people in this world call it macking, dating, pick-upping, or pick-up lines or whatever. But when you are when somebody like you as a chosen one comes, because this is what the narrative is about, a chosen one doesn't use pick-up lines that are elusive, because they have this presence of being a bit boring, because they're not like following society's norms. A chosen one will come to you with honesty. They might even give you a gift on the first day they meet you, man. Like, that's how empathetic they are. They are not those people who just talk to you and then ask for your numbers and walk away, or those people who flirt with you, sexual connotations of words that turn you on when you just met them, so that your discernment can be messed up a little bit, so that you can actually give them your number, so that they can actually now call you later on, because you used that fake elusive conversation they gave you called the pickup line to let it be the one, mandating this whole connection between you and them. They are not those people, chosen ones. Chosen ones are not those people who come up with pickup lines that everybody uses, man. They want real connections. Otherwise, they'd rather go and spend time by themselves doing whatever they love. They have that free will. They'll be those upfront people coming to you like, hey, they'll tell you straight, Ejo, I like you, ne? And I was thinking that since I like you, I want to get to know you a little bit more. Like, the way they approach you sounds boring to a person who's used to people picking them up with creative words, creative scenarios of thought. A chosen one is upfront. This is why sometimes when you leave a chosen one, if you are chosen yourself and you are dating a chosen one, and they don't project elusive things towards you, Joe. They love you. Those guys, they'll stand in a queue to get you that slice of cake. And they'll stand in that long queue because how you feel matters to them. This is why God doesn't just send a chosen one, a normal person, to start real things with. If you're not on that journey of being part of God's people at that time, you will have it. But if you're not at that time, I am free to. From what I've seen, in spirit, from what I've seen with myself, with people I've engaged with about such things, certain relationships are not for the weak, Lepar. And the reason is, after both of you are trained to entangle yourself in this relationship, this union, this covenant of the two of you, how the relationship is facilitated will be made by you. The rules, like, hey, I wake up at 3 a.m. to go pray. Are you okay with somebody waking up in the middle of the night? You'll be talking about those things, like the diet for the relationship. Like, hey, I want, when I have kids, I want them to not only have my abilities and yours, but I want them to be living in healthy vessels. Babes, can we change the diet of the female? If you're black people, you might say, I'm enough with eating pap every day. Let's change this generational diet. Pap, 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 pap. No, I'm enough with it. I'm gonna want macaroni and this and cheese and feta whatnot, and and rice and other things, because now you're trying to establish a healthy diet for the new legacy that's coming. Or you might say, no, instead of just buying a car that takes away petrol, Joe, let's just buy a cheap looking car and bicycles to just exercise around the neighborhood when we come back from work. Like, you guys are gonna be minimalistic together, because you know what finance is. You know what true abundance is. Abundance is a big space. Chosen ones, naturally, they love big spaces. So when they come together, they're gonna also build a house or stay in a yard or a place that offers that space, that freedom. That freedom internally must be represented to them also physically in their living spaces. This is why their master bedroom will look like a house itself in it. Like, the bed will be there, the big bed, but that room has its own shower with its own bathroom with its own closet of clothes. Like, they have this thing of thinking. They are simplistic, these people. When they come together, they start buying property together. Like, everything is done in a way that can be managed, because drama is something that chosen ones hate, unless God sends them to a place where they need to fix and alleviate that drama. But when they create drama for themselves, it means that they are having internal problems. So what a chosen one mostly comes in contact with is, they come to dramatic situations and then transmutate that dramatic scenario to be peaceful, serenity, like tranquil. They do those things. So even in their relationship, it's going to be the same. Even with their kids, they have already come up with a plan for their kids, where their kids are going to study, go, who's going to be their caretaker when there's an emergency, who do we naturally, spiritually trust for raising these kids with us. Yeah, because God can bless them with a lot of money, because they are now a power couple. They present power when they are raising their kids. They present power when they look after the yard. They present power in their careers that are chosen also. Because any work a chosen does is not just ordinary work. It's transmutating energy that's toxic and converting it into something beautiful, something energetically nice, something innovative, something astounding, something beyond the call of duty, man, something beyond the norm. That's what they do as a power couple. And they'll still succeed the same way even when they break up. If God says, you guys, your love is too much, the whole universe is celebrating you guys. This is why they're blessing you with money, job opportunities, your kids have mentors. Like, that family will be blessed. But sometimes most chosen ones, they sacrifice that divine union, and they do stupid things. Like, dating a chosen one is a bit boring physically, because, hey, they're simple, these people, Joe. They know the power of simplicity, so they employ it everywhere. So you who's used to that toxic life of randomly screwing around, randomly being flirtatious, randomly doing things that get you out of your own alignment, like fraternizing too much, like not having any balance, not being grounded, a relationship with the chosen one will bore you. And this is why you can tell that you're dating somebody above you. You are the one who feels like cheating in the relationship. You are the one who feels like naturally lying to them. You're the one who feels like stealing. It's because you are with somebody that forces you to become an angel in the relationship, and you don't want to do that. You don't. You're not ready. But if you are ready, you'll know that this is a blessing. God has put me with this person, because where we're going, the family we're gonna start, it's an empire. It's an empire. You guys are empire built together. That's why you are united. You were both isolated, trained in your own privacy. Now you're together, entangled with your gifts, and you're creating something new for the world. God knows what it's gonna be. That book, that movie, that house, that community, God knows how they're gonna change because of two energies that are powerful coming together. If you meet that person and God gives them to you, take care of them. If you don't, it's okay. It's free will after all. Divine unions, Christ consciousness wise. Final part 3.